Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, let's get started on 24-hour temperature cast. We are going to notice some low numbers this morning and even this afternoon once the sun gets up and we start to hopefully get some of those road surfaces melting and clearing out. It's only going to get so warm. I think we can get to 40. I think we can get to 40, but some spots may struggle to get that warm, especially farther north and west. And then tonight, temperatures are going to fall fast and they're going to fall far. I would not be surprised at all to see a bunch of low 20s tomorrow morning. And then you mix in a little bit of a breeze, it'll make it feel a little bit colder than that. So we've got some cold coming, lots of hours with temperatures really low. Another one of those nights we take all those cold weather precautions, and it does include protecting those pipes, especially if you have some of that exposed exterior piping and if you live in some of those older homes. Now, as far as the setup goes, all of that sloppy mess from last night, moving east, getting across I-75, should be done even in areas like Lake City and Live Oak and some of the spots farthest to the east in the next hour. Now that we're done with this, it's about waiting for the sun to come up and then try to help to warm things up, because that's what really is going to be needed to get those roads cleared off. And that's likely going to take a couple hours, especially if the temperatures dip back into the mid-20s. It takes a little longer when it's got to climb a little higher. And I do think temperatures are going to have to climb a little bit today to start that melting process. We're 28 degrees at the Tallahassee Airport, 28 in Thomasville, Valdosta, 30 right now. Everybody's got a little bit of a breeze from the north, and that makes it feel colder than it is. We've got spots that are feeling like it's in the teens, and I think that's going to be something that is common throughout the next couple of hours. It's 23 in Bainbridge. That's it. 21 out in Mariana. Camilla's at 25. Check out Blakely, Georgia. Just 19 degrees this morning. So it is absolutely cold out there. That breeze makes it feel colder. And we're generally talking in that 5 to 15 mile per hour range. Appalachia cold, maybe just a little breezier. And there's a wind chill of 19, matching the 19-degree wind chill in Tallahassee. Look at Mariana, where it feels like it's 13. And you go a little further to the west where there's a little bit more snow, those air temperatures are going to stay a little bit lower. And it's going to feel even colder when that wind blows. So lots of areas, lots of cold, and lots of wind chills. Going to be a really good morning to stay indoors. I know you're going to want to get up and try to go play in whatever left of that snow. That's okay. Make sure you bundle up for it. And please stay off the roads, especially until after we get above freezing and the melting starts to happen. Now, as far as the overall setup goes, there are still going to be lots of cold weather warnings, but all the sloppy stuff moves away, and I think that's the way it's going to stay. As a matter of fact, you can see that back edge of even some of the cloud cover trying to make its progress east through the area. I think some of the clouds will be a little stubborn at times today, but we should get at least some sunshine. And then tonight with some clear skies with a little breeze from the north, I don't think we're going to have the perfect conditions for that radiational cooling, but I still do think it's going to get awfully cold tonight. So cold becomes the bigger issue, and hopefully we're able to clear out those roads and maybe start to clean things up after all of the snow and ice from yesterday. Tomorrow, it feels like some of those clouds come back and end up being a little bit stubborn, and that will also hold the temperatures down a little bit tomorrow afternoon. So I think these next couple of days, we're going to be hard-pressed to see those temperatures get to anywhere close to seasonable. We should be up over 60 this time of year. We may not get back to 60 until sometime towards the end of the weekend. So lots of cold coming. The winds will be diminishing on the Gulf, 10 to 20 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. This morning is 20s and 30s. The precipitation ends east. It stays cold. I'm hoping for at least some clearing. The more sunshine we get, the higher those temperatures get, and the sooner the better off it's going to be to help melt some of those areas on the roads that are definitely iced up. And then tonight, when the temperatures dip again, wet spots on roads can ice up again. You've heard about that black ice. Well, that's where that comes from. It doesn't necessarily have to fall from the sky. Sometimes just wet road surfaces refreeze when those temperatures get real low. Those overpasses and bridges will do that soonest. So you got to be really, really careful once those temperatures get below freezing, especially when there's wet road surfaces, and there likely will be with all the stuff that we're hoping melts today. So the next couple of nights, that is going to be an absolute concern. So please drive with extra caution, go slow, leave more space between you and the vehicle in front of you, and never slam on the brakes. Now, as far as that 7-day forecast goes, I do see things trying to warm up for next week. But today's only Wednesday. We've got a couple of days and a whole weekend left of this week, and I think I see a lot of cold for the next few days.